Please honor this IU legend with a moment of silence.
Tributes are pouring in tonight, including this one at Assembly Hall after the death of IU legend Bob Knight.
Bob Knight's family confirmed tonight his passing, saying he died at his home in Bloomington, surrounded by his family. No additional details about his death were provided. Knight led IU to NCAA titles and an undefeated season, but his legacy was complicated by controversy as well. CBS 4's Chris Woodlick joins us now to begin our coverage tonight. Chris.
Discipline, respect, and accountability. That was Coach Bob Knight, the architect of 3 national title teams. Knight always did it his way, and his coaching tree reached far and wide, from Woodson to Alford, Cruz to Whitman, and Duke's Mike Krzyzewski. CBS 4's Dave Griffiths takes us on a trip down memory lane, which included some incredible highs for the 83-year-old general, but was marked by some disappointing lows.
Robert Montgomery Knight arrived in Bloomington in 1971. His program, Indiana, was already rich in tradition, 2 national titles, but the Hoosiers had fallen from that prior glory. It did not take Knight long, though, to bring them back.
There's Scott May up with a jumper. He's got it. 53-51. Kent Benton up with a rebound. Down it goes to Abernathy. Here it is to Scott May. May has the layup. 10-point lead into Abernathy. Hits the basket. 71. They're showing a class of a champion now.
1976 saw the Cream and Crimson produce the best team in the history of March Madness. Indiana finished the season undefeated with a win over Michigan, giving Knight his first of 3 national championships.
Indiana will be champion. And Bobby Knight joins a select group of only 6 other coaches in college basketball history to win this championship more than once.
There it goes. Indiana wins the championship.
Knight's accomplishments on the court were perhaps only matched by his personality off of it.
In my entire adult life, I've never used the expression game face, so I have no idea what it means or what you're supposed to do. Yeah, how do I know what you look like?
He was occasionally even willing to share some trade secrets.
Right here is the key to success in coaching. Probably no motivational device I've ever come across is as good as this.
The general, with the fire of a drill sergeant, often boiling over without much care of consequence.
Look at here. Bobby Knight just threw his chair clear across the free throw lane.
Throwing a chair is minor compared to accusations of choking a player, later confirmed on video. The accusations were enough for IU to suspend Knight, fine him, and adopt a zero-tolerance policy, a policy that would be tested and violated.
In an early morning telephone conversation with Coach Knight today, I gave him the option of resigning as head basketball coach. He declined, and I notified him that he was being removed as basketball coach, effective immediately.
Knight's firing drove a stake between Indiana University and its once beloved coach. Bitterness and enmity would last for decades.
I have absolutely no respect whatsoever for those people. I have no interest in ever going back to that university.
Most of those people aren't all those people out of there, though, Coach?
I hope they're all dead.
Well, I know some of them are, but I don't know.
I hope the rest of them go.
Knight was still quick to find work after leaving IU in the fall of 2000, as Texas Tech made him men's basketball coach in the spring of 2001.
This is without question the most comfortable red sweater I've had on in 6 years. I can't tell you.
Knight quickly won over a new fan base. His relationship with the media, though, remained testy.
Try to help you young guys in this profession you've chosen. It's 1 or 2 steps above prostitution.
That is an absolute crock of You know, you people in the news media, all of you dwell on some negative piece of like that. And I don't know how Steve feels about it, but it just and you don't have to bleep one single word of this.
He was still quick to join the media after his time at Texas Tech in 2008.
You're actually insinuating that an official made a mistake.
Well, you've been known to
complain once in a while.
Leaving ESPN in 2015, Knight faded from the public eye. His best teams and best players visited Assembly Hall, but Knight did not, until February of 2020, a reunion 20 years in the making. Knight's legacy will be complex, but not complicated. He departs as one of the greatest coaches of all time, one of the most beloved coaches of all time, and one of the fiercest coaches of all time.
When my time on earth is gone and my activities here are past, I want they bury me upside down and my critics can kiss my
I just hope his family remembers that. Meantime, Purdue head coach Matt Painter, a Delta, Indiana native and student and teacher of the game, spoke at length about Knight and his legacy after tonight's Boilermaker game at Mackey Arena.
I think everybody, especially in the Midwest, that wanted to get into coaching, that wanted to, just learn the game. Like there isn't a book out there or a video out there that I haven't seen, that he published, that he put out. And so no different than, those great clinicians like Hubie Brown and Larry Brown and those guys. They taught the world.
Well, Mike Woodson, IU's current head coach, a man who also was recruited by and played for Knight, put this out on social media a week after he told IU fans to pray for Coach, who was ill in the hospital at the time. He said, "My thoughts and prayers go out to Coach Knight's family and all who loved him. He influenced my life in ways I could never repay. It's a very sad day for all of us who loved him." Well, he gave Indiana fans something really to be proud of with those three national titles. And those people might have forgotten, as controversial as he was, he never broke any rules, any NCAA rules, and he was all about graduating his kids.
He was.
99% graduation rate from his players.
You can almost hear the debates across tables all around Indiana about what Bob Knight's true legacy is going to be. But that's certainly going to be part of it.
He cared about their education.
You bet he did.
Really
Number one.
Yep. All right, Chris, thank you very much.
All right, our coverage of Bob Knight's passing continues now on the